And now I'm gonna literally have to do it all over again because someone couldn't frickin' be bothered to reread their work. This sucks. This really sucks. Guys, so I'm starting my day off editing the What's in My Purse video. As promised, I'm gonna have it up for you tomorrow, and so I'm just working on getting all the edits done. Today's gonna probably be kind of a slow day because I find that I either have a lot of like desk work that I need to do or a lot of housework that I need to do, and today is seeming like a desk work kind of day, although I am gonna try and find some more active projects around the house because they just make me feel so productive when I like get something done around the house. So I try and at least do one house project a day. But yeah, top priority is getting this video edited, so I'm going to try and get that done as quickly as possible so I can move on to more exciting things. By the words that you say, the voice that carries them has kept me astray. Too soon to act on it, can we ever be? That all depends on what. And that is so much better. I have been loving kind of getting ready and doing my makeup, not every day, but more often than not recently. This may not be the most feminist thing to say, but I've been feeling so much better about myself since I started wearing makeup more regularly. And it's not just that like, it makes me feel prettier, which I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it does. But it just makes me feel more put together and kind of ready to tackle the day and just like I have my ish together. You know what I mean? So yeah, I have been super loving that habit recently. But anyways, now I can kind of get my day started. I am going to tackle the laundry that I washed yesterday and get all these towels folded and ready to put away. And I got all that done, and now I'm gonna go wash a butt ton of dishes because those are the two things that just never seem to end, dishes and laundry. All right, and I have a fairly clean kitchen. Now I'm going to head up to my office and relax for a bit. So I found the project that I kind of want to start tackling, and that is getting some work done on my 2018 yearbook. I have 1,756 pictures in this album, in this like photos album. So I am definitely not going to be using every single one of these pictures. Obviously you can see right here I have like a bajillion versions of the same picture of Dakota. So I just kind of have to go through and narrow down different pictures like that to, you know, choose which one I actually want to include in the yearbook. And yeah, so I want to start doing that and maybe start collecting, because Miles and I took a family like selfie together on the first day of each month of the year, and I kind of just have plans to make that into a fun little layout, like probably at the very beginning of the year, just with those 12 pictures. I think we actually missed one or two, so maybe, you know, 10, 11 pictures. I can't remember how much we have, but, you know, just make that into a cute little grid somehow, make it maybe like a title page or something. I just think that'll be a really fun element to include in every single year's yearbook, because obviously we can see kind of the changes of how we look from the beginning to the end of the year. So just within a year, it'll be cool. And then with like all of our yearbooks, you know, theoretically I want to continue this project for ever. So seeing, you know, multiple yearbooks at a time, being able to kind of see our, you know, aging progression, I guess. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of a fun inclusion. So I can kind of pull out all those pictures and get that layout started and just kind of start with, you know, the beginning of January and slowly work through to the end of December. And hopefully this doesn't take years and years to make, because I want to do one every single year. So I just checked the mail and my new Social Security card came. I was super excited until I realized that the letter was addressed to Merrit Elizabeth Rodner. They freaking spelled my name wrong. Like, I am just beyond words. I mean, this is the Social Security Administration, possibly the most important place to make sure when you're typing in someone's name and following a form, you do it correctly. Like, I'm floored. I cannot, like, they clearly just mistyped. The D is right next to the S, and so they were just typing really fast and didn't double check their frickin' work, and now my social security, like, card and name and everything is wrong. I'm a little upset. I was really excited to finally have this process like going. And now I'm gonna literally have to do it all over again because someone couldn't frickin' be bothered to reread their work. This sucks. This really sucks. And it's the end of the night. I feel like I haven't updated you guys in a while, but Miles is obviously home. We ate dinner. Huh?
What up?
I don't know how to like vlog in the evenings anymore because it's just so routine. Like, you get home, you make dinner, we eat dinner, we watch TV, then we go to bed.
Maybe we should stop being so routine.
Yeah, maybe. But I like our routine. I don't think there's anything wrong with being routine. It's just, I feel like it's boring to vlog.
There's nights where I'm like, oh yes, this is all I want to do, but then there's nights where I'm like, I could be doing other things.
Yeah. I do stuff like while I watch TV. So like tonight I was kind of outlining a, I want to do like a year in review page in our yearbook. And so I was kind of like going back and like remembering all like the places we traveled, all of like the highlights that happened over the year and like stuff like that. So I can make like a cool like little infographic or something like that at the beginning of our yearbook.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think it'll be really cool. What you doing over there? You gonna stop now that the camera's on you? She was scraping her blanket.
Oh, your butt's
Scrape.
got one.
Scrape. Those are some teeny tiny little scrapes. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of what I spent my night doing.
I just watched TV.
And then I also went back to every single one of my cycles to see if I could see a pattern with like what day of my cycle I ovulated on because I'm just like so anxious. It's supposed to like, right now it's estimated in my app to be Monday. But like, you know those apps like sometimes aren't 100% accurate, especially if your cycle isn't like super like clockwork, which I actually found out that my cycle is super like clockwork between ovulation and when my period starts. 12 days on the dot. Isn't that insane? Between when I ovulate and when I get my period is exactly 12 days. For those of you who want to, you know, be that intimately aware of.
So shouldn't you be able to pinpoint exactly
No,
when you
because
ovulate?
no, because what between cycle day 1. No, yeah, so exactly. So between cycle day 1, which is the start of my period, and then ovulation, that varies. But then between ovulation and the end of my cycle, the end of that cycle is exactly 12 days. Which, I don't know, I think is interesting. I don't know if I'm like the only one out there, but I think that's interesting. But anyways, enough about my cycle. Yeah, I wasn't able to find any way to concretely, I don't know, anyways. We're gonna head up to bed. What are you guys doing over there? Huh? Ogre. Were you dancing with Dad earlier, huh?
Don't talk about it.
Don't talk about it. If you guys are following me on my Insta stories, it's probably still, or like, yeah, it's probably still live on my Insta stories by the time this vlog goes live. Dakota and Miles were dancing. What are you doing? High five.
High five. Yeah.
Such a grump. Alright, we're gonna wrap things up before we get too grumpy again. I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog, and please give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.